Hey, yo, what up? This Ghetto, and you can catch me on a Bootleg Kid podcast. Let's go.
Bootleg Cat Podcast, special guest in here. My
Ghetto.
guy's on fire. He's on fire right now. One of my favorites, Peezy, is here. Detroit's in the building.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Kel.
It's dope to see this, because I've been following you for a long time. Obviously, I've been tapped in since before you got locked up, and it's super dope to see you catch this hit record, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it feels like everybody else is coming around. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How do you feel? Like, because it's one thing to have the catalog and to be able to go to certain markets and pick up bags and to get those streaming checks, but how does it feel to have like a record, like a hit?
It feel good because, pause, it feel good because I've been rapping so long.
Exactly.
And it's like, I watched everybody, like, and there's no disrespect, everybody in the D that like blew up.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had like personal relationship with them, like, you know what I'm saying? So I watched everybody go. I watched everybody music take off from the root. You know what I'm saying? I was right there with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it had me kind of feeling like maybe my music wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So it feel good to finally be getting the recognition in that. Because I've been working hard for a lot of years.
For sure, man. You've been putting in work.
Yeah.
Putting so much catalog, and obviously, you know, the label, Free Rio, you know, I feel like what you've been doing and building, it's just dope to see everybody else coming to the table now, the party, I guess. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I also feel like, too, the timing just for Detroit is crazy right now, because you catching a hit at the same time that it feels like every label's signing somebody from Detroit.
Oh, yeah, Detroit. You got Babyface Ray, you got Icewear Vezo, you got
Baby Money,
Baby Money,
mm-hmm.
Tay B,
Baby Tron.
It's a list.
It's
of
a
them,
lot.
A lot of them.
It's a lot, man.
And everybody doing good.
For you, you've been a part of the scene for so long. I know a lot of, you know, your personal issues aside, but I feel like a lot of the issues in Detroit, for the most part, have been put to rest, and it feels as unified as I've seen it in a while in terms of the top guys kind of moving together.
Facts.
Why do you think that is? Is everyone's kind of growing up a little, or it just feels like everyone's kind of moving in the right direction?
Well, it's two things. Nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, there wasn't no blood behind our situation. And then another thing, we are older. You know what I'm saying? And we do owe that to the city, because it's like everybody wanted to see that. And like, we want to see these guys come together so bad. And it was just like time for it. So as we got older and everybody got kids, and we lost guys on our side, they lost guys on their side. Not from like each other, but just losing.
Right. It happens.
And it's like, man, we need to put that bullshit to the side and just do this for the city and make it look good. And that's what we did. And now we actually good friends, all of us.
No, I see it, man. It's dope to see. And it's dope to see, like, you know, a guy like yourself have to go sit down for a little bit and then come out and thrive at a level higher than you've ever thrived in your career. And on that same token, a guy like Icewear Vezo, who had to do the same thing.
Facts.
And you guys, it's just, whenever I talk to artists who aren't from Detroit, and we just talk about hip hop's landscape, I always tell everybody, like, I think right now, Memphis got the shit.
Memphis hot.
But I do think Detroit is on their ass.
Man, Memphis hot, but Detroit, you can't. We in there, you know.
No, it's like for real, and even just like the influence, and like whether it's the production or the flows, I just feel like, yeah.
But listen though, right? And that is true, but the sound that everybody hear is a Flint sound. It's not even Detroit. You dig what I'm saying? You might hear more of a Rio and Mike, or
shout out to
Flint
Mike
sound. Yeah, shout out to Flint.
That was one of the best, funniest interviews I've ever done. He's hilarious.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Ree. But the sound that like it's more fast, it's more funny, it's more. That's really not a Detroit sound.
Shout out to BFB the Pac-Man.
Facts. Shout out. That's my dude.
Yeah,
that's my dude. But the sound that y'all hear, like the funny rap is like fast. Is no choruses. That's really not a Detroit sound. It's more of a Flint sound. like Rio and Mike and them was kind of like the forefathers of that. You know what I'm saying?
How's Rio doing?
Rio, excellent. Rio, super straight. Rio be home soon.
Yeah,
You know
do we know when he's gonna be out?
No, I can't announce the date, but he'll be home
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hell of a. Well, you guys are a 1-2 punch, man.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. Like me and bro together is millions on top of millions. Like
Is it
undeniable.
I was gonna say it's got to be like you get out small period of time where you're out and he's out, and then he's got to go in, and then you got to hit. So it's like he probably seeing that shit from the cell. Like, bro, you got one for real. Like,
He just sitting back and just I don't really know how to explain it because we so used to like. All right, how can I say it? Because I don't want to say this in a way that I've been having records like going
yeah,
in the street. So like,
no, yeah, you got
the 2 million up, it feel good to me, but I didn't allow myself to get overexcited because I had already kind of like been used to knowing how to move with these type records. You feel what I'm saying? So it kind of kept me like on the humble, like so far as I don't really know how to explain it, like how he feel about it. But me, I'm still kind of like, I don't allow myself to get too excited about it. So we allow ourselves to stay humble and keep working.
the beat. I talked to a lot of hip hop guys. I forget which rapper I just interviewed, and they said that it was like someone big who just said that 2 Million Up was their favorite record. I forget who the fuck it was, but that beat is infectious. That sample is crazy.
It's crazy how I even got that beat because somebody else was rapping on it. When they sent it to me, I guess they wanted me to hear it and put a verse on it or whatnot, and I was like, yo, let me get that.
Wait, so it
Get
got
that.
sent to you to be a feature?
Facts. Or I think somebody may have wanted me to hear it or put a verse on it because they sent it to me. They had a verse on it already and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I got it in my email, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna need that.
I need that.
What happened to the guy whose verse was on it?
I don't know.
Damn, he probably heard that shit like fuck.
Yeah, he probably did.
He
But-
probably. Hey, I bet you he's getting so much
But
play
you know,
though.
it ain't even that though. But you want to know why? Because anybody else could have nobody could have made the song I made,
Facts.
and I couldn't
No,
have made
that's
nobody
true.
else's song. So the beat, and this the thing because I keep telling the engineer who made the beat because we had kind of like clash. You know what I'm saying? Because he had agreed to a number, and I ain't gonna say the number. And when the song blew up,
He wanted more.
he ain't want to sign off on what he agreed on. He didn't have no team, no lawyers, or none of that shit before the song came out. So when the song like got big, here come a new manager and a lawyer and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? With these numbers and shit. But we ended up working it out. But I'm telling him like, bro, you made the beat, but it was we paid this. It was the sample in the beat.
And you had to clear the sample and pay
Had
for
to
the
clear
sample.
the sample.
You had to pay for
So
that.
you had to add, okay, some little bells and whistles or whatever. We can't take that away from you. But you could have gave that beat to anybody else and it wouldn't have been the song that I made. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't sit up here and act like you did something. That, you know what I'm trying to say?
So if somebody, let's say like that particular guy, is he kind of would you work with him again?
No.
That's fair.
No. I won't work with him again. I don't like working with, I want to work with like in-house producers, man, because it's tricky. It's different now. They made it so difficult to put out music right now. It's like crazy.
Right.
To where you don't even want to deal with producers if you don't personally know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then, yeah, no, I feel you. Because we might have a discussion in the studio and it's one thing, and then that lawyer drops that email over.
But I ain't mad at. I'm not mad at how it's set up because the producers do need their money and their credit. But
For sure.
how they got it set up now, they allowing like lower level producers in to charge like crazy numbers based
like-
on who they think the artist is.
Right.
You know
I
what
think
I'm
also
saying?
too, like you got to look at like anybody, not even producers, artists, anybody. You got to like people should look at things the long play way. Because like
That's what I was
imagine if
telling
he would have
dude.
just
I'm
been
like, bro,
squared up
crazy.
with you and
I did
honored
eat
his
with
word,
you.
like we
Yeah.
would have did a whole album or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we made a hit together. Let's make some more.
Or they doing this too. Like they'll give you the beat. They say it's free or whatnot, but when it's time to put the record out, they gonna charge $6,000-$7,000. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you've never made that much money for a beat
But
ever.
they sending it on the invoice though, like hoping the label pay it or So when the label, you know what I'm saying? Like it's tricky shit. But
that
not
shit
knowing you still gotta pay.
You
for
got to
that
pay
shit.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I don't be going for that shit though. I'll call an engineer as my producer myself. Like, yo, come on, bro.
Right.
That shit coming out of my pocket, dude. Help me out. I'll help you out.
Your opinion, the best Coney Island in Detroit?
L. George is on 6 Mile, and it's on the west side too. You know, I'm from the east side.
Right. So
But
you got to
I
drive.
say L. George is on 6 Mile, and I think Schaefer. Yeah,
We went to a.
Bronx in the Bronx. Yeah.
Somebody told us to go to a place that was by Truth. It was a drive-through.
You talking about Nikki?
That shit was terrible. That's it. That shit was not good.
Right across the street at the corner.
Yep, on the corner.
Yeah.
Not it. First, like literally the first Coney Island I ever went to. They're like, yeah, go in the corner. Not it.
They just told you to go there maybe because you was close.
Yeah, maybe. It was on 8 Mile, right?
Facts.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. 8 Mile and Mile on the
I was on some real. I went to Eminem's trailer park when I was in Detroit.
A lot of people do that.
I was like, oh shit, I
A
get
lot
it.
of people
now.
do that.
You know what's funny is like I went to a Tech 9 concert out there, and I saw the Detroit white trash. And in that moment, I understood the whole Eminem thing fully. Because I was like, oh, this is just a venue full of Eminems that didn't make it.
Because they got their world over there.
They
that
do.
We don't know about.
Yeah.
We just ride up 8 Mile and we see them trailer parks, but we don't know what's going on in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty crazy, man.
I believe it.
I will say this, though. Like, I think, I spent about 6 or 7 days out there, and I loved it, man.
In Detroit?
I loved it there, man.
Detroit cool, man.
I feel like people got to go and enjoy it.
That's why I like.
The most beautiful black women in the world were there, too.
Yes, we got nice women in Detroit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And everybody hustlers in Detroit. First, you know what I'm saying? Before anything, like I know you hear about a lot of bullshit, but
Right.
niggas get money, females get money. Like everybody is trying to get some money in Detroit.
Right.
And like you can go down there and do whatever you want to do. Nobody ain't looking for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, I had a great time.
Wear red, blue, green. Like
Where'd we go?
Like,
We to Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Spades?
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Yeah, Mozzie was there. We had a good time. It was a good night.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun in Detroit, especially in the summertime.
You know what I loved is you mentioned the hustling thing, and I've seen it. It's funny because I've seen it since then. But I went to the liquor store on the west side, and they were selling the empty weed bags, like the bootleg cookies bags and shit at the gas station.
They gonna get some
I was
money
like,
in Detroit,
damn,
man, and people gonna buy them.
Just stuffing bullshit in these bags.
In the hood, motherfuckers that can't get to Cali and get bags and shit.
Right.
You feel me? But they know package and sell weed. So if they can get them down there at the gas station, why not?
Yeah.
So all of us.
What's up, guys? Hey, shout out to our family at Blue Chew, man. Listen, I know we always are getting feedback about our Blue Chew interviews. They're not interviews. Yeah. They're commercials, and we're always getting feedback about them. Usually they're fucking hilarious, man. You know, people love it when we talk about Blue Chew, but let me say, this shit works. A lot of people are like, look, man, I see you talking about Blue Chew, but does it work? Yes, it works. If y'all don't know Blue Chew, it's got the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form. It's delivered to your door in a discreet package, and you don't have to go inside of a doctor's office to get it. No awkward doctor visits involved. Everything is online. That's right. You go to BlueChew.com, use the promo code Bootleg. They will send you a month for free. A month's supply of Blue Chew for free, $5 shipping. That's it. And they'll be like, damn, Kev, you were right, bro. My erections are lit. As they should be. Every erection should be as erect as possible. You know, you don't want to be flaccid. You don't want to be one of those 70-30 guys. You know, that means that 30% of your dick's potentially hardness is being underutilized. Could you use an extra 30% hard? Maybe 50% hard? I don't know. It depends on what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with stress in your life? Are you tired of having sex with your girlfriend? Hard to get it up? Well, go to BlueChew.com right now. Use the promo code Bootleg. They're going to send you a month for free. They also just dropped the mint chewable, same active ingredient as Levitra. That's right. So what you need to do, I mean, you don't need to do anything. If you want to, not be as hard as you can be, that's on you, bud. BlueChew.com. Use the promo code Bootleg and try it for free. A month's supply, free, delivered to your door. No awkward doctor appointment needed. It's all online, all right? BlueChew.com. Also want to shout out to our family over at Odd Socks. That's right. As someone who wears Odd Socks every day, I'll prove it to you. I'm in Arizona right now. This is just random. We got the Odd Socks underwear right there. You know what I mean? That's Odd Socks. And we got the Odd Socks Basics, baby. Yeah. So look, so this was dope about Odd Socks, man. Not only do they got the most comfortable socks in the world, because they do. I'm not just saying that because they sponsor our show. It's true. They also got some of the crazy licenses. They just got Coca-Cola. They got Doritos. They got fucking everything. They got Scarface, Godfather, Breaking Bad, WWE. We can go on and on and on. Underwear, socks, slippers, hats, all kinds of cool stuff. OddSocksOfficial.com. Right now, use the promo code BOOTLEG, and you will save 20% off at checkout. Try the Odd Socks Basics. If you're one of those guys who wears other plain white branded socks, plain black socks, I promise you, go with the Odd Socks Basics, and you will believe me, but just, you will convert over. They're way more comfortable. They're way more durable. And they're Odd Socks. Why would you wear those other socks? We could wear Odd Socks, bro. Stand out and be odd. Go to OddSocksOfficial.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG. Let's get back to the interview. For you, speak to, I guess, your mentality. I feel like when you get incarcerated, it puts you through some mental anguish.
Oh, man.
How did you have to, like, how were you able to still stay motivated and still stay, I guess, like, sane going through that? Because you get locked up and kind of like at the peak of your career at the time. How do you get out on the other side of that and work and be bigger and better than ever?
Well, because I know I ain't have a long time.
Right. Was it a couple of years? Like a year?
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So, in that 2 years, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go in here, do what I need to do. Because I know everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even though I went to jail for some serious shit.
Right.
Like, I went to jail for what everybody going to jail for now. Like the RICO. Like, I really went to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I was in jail for serious charges, but it wasn't for long because I didn't have a criminal record. So,
right.
In that time, I read books like I never read. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out of school in the 11th grade. I ain't gonna say I dropped out. Like, I dropped out of high school. Like, I dropped out in 11th grade. I went.
Right.
Circumstances at home was kind of like rough, so I stopped going. But I went to school up until the 11th grade. And what the fuck was I saying?
You were talking about how you just started to read. You were reading in jail.
I was reading. So I started back reading, writing, getting my handwriting back. Because I sat in the hole for 3 months. So in that time, like, I couldn't do nothing right at home. 23
hours a day?
24 hours a day in a pandemic.
Oh,
ain't
man.
no coming up.
Really?
Facts. And you got a cellmate. It's crazy.
And you're just in there with a dude.
Just in there
non-stop.
Non-stop. And don't you know how they say ain't no 2 days the same?
Yeah.
Every day the same.
Fuck, man.
Every day the same. But what you do get is a peace of mind. You learn yourself. You sit back and it's quiet and you figure out, like, what the fuck am I doing back here?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you think and you figure it out. Like, how can I never come back?
Did you end up getting close with your cellmate?
You want to know something funny?
What?
I don't know if you know. I don't even know if you remember, like, the guy that went viral in the pandemic for, like, making the jail video and shit.
Yeah.
He was my cellmate in there.
Oh, really?
Facts.
That's crazy.
And when they put me in there with him, I was like, yo, what the fuck they put me in with this guy for? Because I got caught with a cell phone.
Right.
And it was weird as shit. I checked the whole room for bugs and shit. I'm like, man, it's they put me here. They trying to trap me and shit. But he ended up being cool as shit. Hella intelligent. Like, Reed, man, got books stacked to the... Yeah.
So you were able you were able to, like, kind of readjust some of your, you know, like, I mean, you really ain't got shit else to do but read and write.
Read, write
a bunch of raps.
You know, I don't write. So when I got in there, I'm like, I got to write some music at least.
So you, on a normal basis, you do punching in.
Yeah.
So in jail, you got books of rhymes now.
I wrote like 40 raps in there.
That's crazy. Yeah,
That's 40 songs though.
You recorded them?
I recorded maybe 10 of them.
That's not a bad ratio.
I recorded maybe 10. It's heat in there though. I got heat in there.
I don't doubt it.
But I just don't remember where it's at because I moved to 2-3 different cribs. So I don't remember.
You can't write to the beat. Maybe you got a beat in your head.
Nah. When I came home, I was making that shit go to beats. Like, I just had so many of them. I'm like, whatever go to a beat, You know what I'm saying? Like Perk 10. I wrote that in jail. I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah.
Perk 10, I wrote that in jail.
So that's a jail record.
Yeah, I wrote that in jail. My last intro on Free Real album, I wrote that in jail. A couple more of them I wrote in there. I can't think off the head.
What do you feel, obviously, as somebody who was incarcerated from a RICO, and the RICO stuff that's happening in hip-hop, obviously in Atlanta, and it feels like that the snitching thing is a lot more prevalent than it's ever been because paperwork is, I guess, easier to get to. I don't know. But, like, what are your thoughts on just, like, how artists should move nowadays? Not necessarily if they're officially wrapped up in anything, but it feels like the right people are watching, and I guess they're the wrong people watching. So it's like, for you, like, if you could give advice to anybody going through a RICO, like, what would be some advice you would give some of these artists, and how should people move, man? Because I feel like people move so flagrantly. They put so much shit on the internet.
People don't know, not to cut you off, but that's a serious charge, bro.
Yeah, especially if it's a federal one.
It is a federal charge, and it's a state charge, but it's a serious fucking charge. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been to prison in and out the system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a serious fucking charge. It's hella stressful. I've been through it, and I went through that shit for almost 2.5 years before I went to jail, me and all my co-defendants. We just live in a time where, like, everything is so serious. Like, nobody don't want to hear lies or, like, bullshit. So these guys is, like, willing to throw it all on the line
For, like, some street
worked.
credibility.
Like,
or
it's a
it works.
situation. Like,
It works until you might go platinum, but then you might end up sitting down.
Then you might lose it all, and it's risky. You know what I'm saying? And the question is, like, is it worth it?
I think the internet too desensitizes we're all desensitized to, like, real consequences because so many people could just do shit on the internet and it doesn't affect them. They don't think it affects them.
It affects everybody. And these charges, man, like two of my co-defendants was fighting the death penalty. You feel me? One of my co-defendants got 30 to 60 years plus 15.
Jesus.
Two of my co-defendants got 9 years. One of them got 8. Two of us got 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? None of us cooperated or did nothing like that. We all went to court together.
Right.
I don't speak on nobody else's cases. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's kind of like if they bring those charges against you, they're kind of hoping that it's like a numbers game. Like, if we get 20 of these guys, like, all we need is one to fold.
See, what it is that with us, it was like, these guys, animals, get these guys off the street. I wasn't in none of my discovery, like, no paper. You know what I'm saying? But they like, shit, they all, get them all. You don't have to be doing nothing. But if you over there, and if you seen with these guys, and if you known for posting these guys on your page or friends or whatnot, you in the loop. You feel what I'm saying? You in the loop now. It don't matter what you did, because they can make him say you did something. For him to cut his time loose or get him off the hook, he'll say you did something. Right. A lot of these people be on cases with people they don't even know. You feel what I'm saying? I'd have been locked up with people like 60 people on their case. They don't know half of them.
That's crazy. That's what's crazy. It's like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, in order to dodge these situations, you gotta start by having fun with music. Like, everybody want to kill each other. Like, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. Like, I like fly shit. Like, you know, it's so fun flying somewhere and going shopping and living in the best hotels and swimming in pools on top of LA at the Waldorf hotels and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these young niggas will never see that. Right. Because they living so serious. You gotta have some fun. That's the only way to dodge the RICO is to start back having fun. Like, and also to dodge, like that gives you some peace. Just have fun. Like, come on, man. Like, I feel like everybody's trying to prove something. A lot of shit can't be taken back in the street. Right. And I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it used to be a time and a place for shit. Like, the internet it's not for that. Like, they brung they bring that shit there, and it's fucking the game up.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fucking the game up. And we all did it. We all made mistakes. Like, nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Everybody got caught up in the moment and did some internet shit. You know what I'm saying? But us as a whole, we fucking the game up, bringing the street shit to the internet.
Right. For
And
you,
we making it so easy for them. And then, not to cut you off, but when these niggas get these RICO charges, a lot of them never had money. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas don't got nothing when they go to jail, but they ride around with these guns and these cars and do this hot shit, and they go to jail, and then they don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just seen niggas.
No, I see it all the time, man. Even like people who aren't artists, just like normal people.
So get some money.
Yeah.
So when you do get these charges, you don't got to be calling home talking about, man, niggas fake, niggas. I ain't never call home for shit when I was in jail. I had my money put up. I had my shit put in places, and I had 2 trustworthy people who I knew was gonna move for me.
Right.
I ain't had to call home and ask nobody for shit. So whatever I was already doing, I could stand it.
Mm-hmm.
I could get in trouble. I can get myself out of it if I my lawyer money, and I ain't never had to call home. So these niggas get in trouble and they don't got no money. It's bad.
For sure.
It's expensive in jail, bro.
What's up, y'all? Bootleg Kev here. Hey, look, my bookie, man. It's a big weekend in sports. The big game is Sunday, Chiefs versus Eagles. I'm all in on the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts over on the passing yards, over on the rushing yards, anytime touchdown score. Give me Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown score. Give me the over. And if anyone on the Chiefs is going to score, I like that Pacheco kid. I like the little running back guy. And of course, you got to hammer a Travis Kelce anytime touchdown score. You can do all that at MyBookie right now. All right. So many props to bet on at MyBookie this weekend. You can bet on the Gatorade color that gets poured out. You can bet on the flip, the coin flip at the beginning of the game. All that right now at MyBookie. Sign up with the promo code BOOTLEG. When you sign up, they will match your very first deposit up to $1,000 with that promo code BOOTLEG. So go to mybookie.ag, sign up for an account, promo code BOOTLEG. Whatever you put in, they're going to double it. As long as it's not more than $1,000. You put $999 in, they're going to give you another $999. You put $1,000 in, they're going to give you another $1,000. By the way, if you do the $999, why not just do the full $1,000, you cheap bastard? Anyway, MyBookie right now, man, it's a big weekend. Also, I just would like to point out, everyone should be putting some of that money, sprinkling a little bit of that action on the Phoenix Suns to win the championship this year because we have Kevin Durant. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. MyBookie. Sign up with that promo code BOOTLEG. Also, shout out to our family at Hardin. Hardin, Las Vegas. Yes, you see them. I was just there in Vegas yesterday. This is the best place I've ever been to in terms of dispensaries. I've been to probably hundreds of these things. And the experience at Hardin is like nowhere else. The customer service, the selection of premium cannabis, the experience as a customer that you get when you walk into the building in Las Vegas is bar none the best. It's just the best, man. They are the best. We got so much going on this weekend. They're sponsoring the Rolling Stone Party on Friday, Super Bowl weekend. Fabulous Thursday, Offset Friday, Meek Saturday. It's a lot going on with Hardin. You got to follow him at Hardin_Las Vegas. Right now, shoot him a follow on Instagram. While you're at it, go to their website, HardinLasVegas.com. So much fly gear, so much fly weed. What are we talking about, baby? Shout out to Hardin, man. That's the family, man. Go, if you're in Vegas, pull up on them, man. Hardin, Las Vegas. Obviously, there's a huge disconnect from like, when I was growing up, the Detroit hip hop that I was listening to was like Jay Dilla, Eminem, Royce,
Facts.
Slum Village.
Facts.
You know, and I felt like the street shit had the first kind of like national time that like some real dope ill street shit from Detroit hit my radar was Doughboys Cash Out with when they signed with CTE. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of feel like First Day Out kind of like busted the gate open for that genre of Detroit hip hop nationally.
Facts.
How do you see like Detroit's hip hop landscape? Like if you could give me like the top, give me like your Mount Rushmore Detroit hip hop, because there's so many different.
Oh man,
there's just so many different layers of Detroit's scene.
Damn. Damn, that's crazy. Nobody never asked me this.
Excluding yourself.
Excluding myself?
You can't say you. That's true.
I have to say me.
You can't though. Okay, you can't say you.
All right, but I don't. Even if I don't say me, it's like, all right. First and foremost, Blade Icewood.
Okay, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Street Lord Wine.
Okay.
Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Payroll Giovanni.
Mm-hmm. One more.
I need two more.
Okay, give me two more.
Iceworth Vezo and Babyface Ray.
I like that. I like that. You kind of covered all spectrums. Shout to Lil Blade too, who's doing his thing, man. Okay, so for you, do you feel any pressure to follow up?
Nah.
You just gonna keep dropping.
I just do me, bro.
Do you? Because that's what you do.
I don't be into like people make Detroit lists and shit. I don't get involved in that. Like I don't comment on it because it's like they do that shit to like make fans pick and choose. Like,
Right.
I just go put music. I'll be happy for everybody. I don't be caring about it.
Well, you've always like stayed independent and been rocking with Empire and like, you know, obviously shout out to Ghazi, shout out to Nima and the team over there. I'm assuming you've had situations that have come up where one of the quote unquote majors has tried to get you to kind of sign your fucking life away and sign your catalog away.
Facts. Well, nobody really never came at me like that.
Really?
Never.
Not even now?
No.
Really?
People don't be coming at me like that. I guess I got the aura of just like the.
Like, we won't waste our time. He's independent.
Where you can't like, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody really never tried to like come at me in that type of way.
I was going to say, like, kind of just speak to like what you've learned from working with Ghazi.
Well, I learned the business from bumping my head. I learned a lot about this game. Like a lot of ins and outs shit about this game too, where I probably won't sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money in this game if you can hold still. It's shit like stock.
Build up your leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like stock, right? It's almost like, that's why I think it's important to like have like a high output.
And it's important to build your catalog. Like shout out to Sauce Walker because he was saying like every song is a property. And you're right, because every song stream, every song make money. So
and that hits your account every month.
Don't catch a hit.
Yeah, because then it's
catch 2-3 hits.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So it's just about holding still, like not selling out. You know what I'm saying? And me learning that when it's time for me to like go and renegotiate, we gonna have to really renegotiate. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
For sure, man. Well, listen, it is Super Bowl weekend. We're in Arizona. You got a show tonight.
Yeah, I got a show tonight.
I got my shit going on tonight. We got to sit down and do this for like 2 hours in LA.
Whenever you ready, bro.
You don't do a lot of interviews.
I don't do a lot of interviews, but you want to know? I want to start kicking it. I want to start kicking it because I want to.
Trust me, I was in Detroit, and like the main purpose of me going to Detroit was to record content with you. But I don't know what the fuck was going on at the time.
Detroit crazy. I be in and out.
Whatever it was like, yo, Peezy's not doing nothing this week. I was like, well, shit. Let me figure some shit out.
Man, Detroit, and was it cold?
No, it was really. It wasn't. It was in. It was during the playoffs. It was Game 7 when the Mavericks destroyed my Phoenix Suns, and I lost $1,000 at the MGM in Detroit. I forget. So what was that? June, July?
I don't know what I could have been doing, brother. But
you do mushrooms?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes,
I think someone said you were shrooming that week.
I could have been shrooming that week. That might have been the week. Yeah.
They were like, he ate a lot of mushrooms. I was
shrooming.
He's not available.
I was shrooming for a week bad.
Well, it might have been that week.
Facts. It probably was.
Were you having bad trips or good trips?
No, I had good trips, but one trip I had was fucked up.
What's the fucked up trip? Explain.
It wasn't even really a bad trip. It was just like me and my girl got into it.
While you're tripping?
Real bad.
Damn.
Real bad. I tore the whole house up. I broke everything in that bitch. And then I was like, damn, I gotta go back all this shit again.
I actually think that's when I was there.
That's when you was there.
I think I heard about it.
That's when I fucked up to everything.
So you was just fucking wildin'.
And I had a good time off the shrooms before I got home.
Right.
I had a great time before I got home.
The worst part about shrooms is like if you could be feeling great and like I've had my girl press me while I'm tripping out of town and it just like melts my brain.
And them shits make me talk too much and make me cry too much. That's what I'll be like.
They definitely will make you cry. What do you cry? Like, what is it? Because you think about everything, and it just.
I'm just like I'm emotional. I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really cry a lot.
Right.
But I do cry a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if I get off the mushroom and I get emotional, I'm gonna let that shit out.
Have you ever done
I might be talking to one of my peoples and just break down.
I just saw one of my friends, Baby Joe. I ain't seen him in a while, and I was on mushrooms, and I just looked at him and I started crying. I was like, I fucking love you, bro.
Yeah.
I want you to know, like, I really love you when I say that shit, dog.
They make you so happy, like, they make you not even hate people. Like,
have you smoked DMT?
No, I don't smoke. What is that?
Oh, man, you gotta fuck with that. That's that shit Mike Tyson and Joe Rogan be doing.
I don't see Mike Tyson get too high. Mike Tyson a real stoner. Hey, I read Mike Tyson book 3 times when I was in the hole.
You gotta go on his shit.
Mike Tyson, the dopest.
DMT is like it's like a chemical that your body produces twice. There's like a gland right here. And it produces it when you're born and when you're dead, when you die. So
You smoke that?
There's a frog that sweats it. So you smoke it in the like it's crackheadish, right?
Fact.
So you have to freebase it to get the best experience.
Right.
And you just go away for 15 minutes.
And you gone?
You're in like a different dimension.
What kind of experience you had?
I haven't done it yet. I'm scared.
You want to try it or not?
I do badly. I will do it one day. I'll be ready. You've done it? Oh yeah.
You liked it?
It's like mushrooms times 100 for like 15 minutes.
Oh man. No, see,
So I
was
had
burnt on whippets like that. Whippets used to have.
Oh no, whippets are crazy. Jesus.
I was the first person doing the whippets in Detroit. And
You-
everybody
you-
started
did you
doing it.
stop?
I went to jail. Hell yeah. I couldn't breathe. Like I smashed cars off that. Like that shit was different.
So the whippets are like, because I've had rappers come in with those boxes of whippets. Yo, I've had rappers come in with the boxes of the whippets.
Mm-hmm.
And right before I'm talking canisters just all over the ground. That was you.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What that is, because it's like quick and it goes away. So you got to keep hitting it.
I remember one day, I went to drop my mans off at home. I dropped him off to the crib, and I never left the crib. Like he went in, I never pulled off. I stayed outside.
You just stayed
doing
outside of his
whippets
house?
outside this man's house all night. It was so many silver cans outside in the morning. It was crazy.
What made you stop, man?
Cause they was like fucking my breathing up. I couldn't perform. I couldn't really perform off of them. And that shit was just like stupid, man.
Yeah, it's like a 1990s, 2001
stupid,
drug.
man.
It's
I
like,
used to ride around with the tank though, with the balloons and shit.
holy
In
shit.
my Escalade. Before I went to jail,
You
I
get
used to
pulled over, you be
ride
like, yeah, I have a party business.
You know, I never knew that shit was illegal. I never knew that. Like, nobody never told me like you can't ride around with a tank of helium in your car. Like,
I didn't know that either. Well, hey guys, you learned a lot in this interview.
I ain't never knew that. I swear.
Um,
They say, boy, if you would have got caught with that shit,
You'd be
would've-
fucked.
Yeah,
Fuck, man. Well, allegedly you had it in your car.
yeah.
Peezy's in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. I look forward to doing this again in LA at my place.
I'm coming to LA, man. Los Angeles. We'll be there. You did?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Boom.